Hey there, can I ask you something? When you were younger, did you ever stop and imagine what life would look like at 60? Maybe you pictured those slow, peaceful mornings, coffee in hand, sitting on the porch watching the world wake up. Or maybe long, aimless walks with no place to be, just the freedom to wander. The kind of time that feels like it's truly yours. But then suddenly the day arrives. Retirement papers are signed, the alarm clock is retired, and you expect to feel free. But instead, maybe you feel a little lost. Like you've been handed a blank canvas but no paintbrushes. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. This video isn't about a checklist of things to do, or some polished advice from a 30-year-old influencer who thinks gray hair is trendy. This is real talk from someone who's been there, someone still figuring it out just like you. If any of this hits home, I'd love it if you tap that like button and consider subscribing. I share honest reflections and stories about life after 60, and I'd love for you to be part of this conversation. All right, let's take a deep breath and start fresh. Chapter 1. Retirement is a transition, not the finish line. Retirement isn't a finish line. It's more like a bend in the road, and no one hands you a map when you get there. I think about my old neighbor, Bill. He retired at 62, bought a hammock, and told everyone he was going to relax forever. But just 2 months later, he surprised us all. He joined a wood carving group, started ballroom, dancing classes, and even began a blog about bird watching. Why? Because sitting still isn't the same as truly living. When you retire, it's not just your schedule that changes, it's your identity. For decades, we define ourselves by what we do. I'm a teacher, I'm a mechanic, I'm a business owner, and suddenly you're just retired. That can feel like losing a part of yourself. But here's the thing, retirement is your chance to reinvent who you are. Ask yourself, what am I curious about now? What did I never have time to explore before? What's one little dream I tucked away that I could try now? This is your second act, and you get to write the script. Reflection. What's something you used to love doing, but stopped because life got busy? Share it below, you might find others who feel the same. Chapter 2. Downsizing, right-sizing your life. When my cousin Helen turned 65, she sold her big 4-bedroom home and moved into a cozy condo overlooking a lake. People thought she was crazy. Questions came. What about the space? What if the grandkids visit? Don't you miss your garden? Helen just smiled and said,
I'm not downsizing, I'm right-sizing.
And she was spot on. Downsizing isn't about shrinking your life, it's about expanding it. Less clutter, less upkeep, fewer bills and more freedom. More energy to travel, explore, and enjoy. We carry so much with us, not just stuff, but emotional weight, obligations, and routines that no longer serve us. What if we gave ourselves permission to let some of that go? Ask yourself, is this space still serving me? Do my possessions lift me up or weigh me down? What could I gain if I released some things? My neighbor Bob once tried decluttering and found 5 unopened bread makers in his garage. He hasn't baked a loaf since the 80s. If this resonates, hit subscribe. This channel is about growing lighter emotionally and physically, one story at a time. Chapter 3. Money myths, spending, smart, not scared. Let's get real. Retirement doesn't mean you stop spending money. It means you start thinking about it differently. One myth, that if you've saved enough, retirement will be stress-free. But what does enough really mean? Who decides? My friend Carla was so afraid to dip into her retirement fund that she lived like she was broke, eating discount crackers and barely turning on the heat. Meanwhile, her savings just sat there untouched. Being smart with money isn't about fear. It's about aligning your spending with what truly matters. Ask yourself, what experiences bring you joy now? What are you willing to invest in your health, travel, time with family. What can you let go of? Try tracking your spending for 3 months, not just numbers, but how each expense made you feel. That's your new budget compass. What's one thing you've happily spent money on in retirement guilt-free? Let's celebrate in the comments. Chapter 4, Your Mind Matters More Than Ever. We hear a lot about keeping our bodies healthy, but what about our minds? Mental health after 60 often gets overlooked, but it's just as important. Take George, for example. He lost his wife after 40 years of marriage. He told me,
I'm surrounded by people, but I feel invisible.
that stuck with me. Loneliness is real. Depression can sneak in quietly. Grief doesn't follow a schedule. But healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means finding a new rhythm, a new purpose, a new connection. Try this. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in years. Join a local club or take an online class. Try journaling, meditating, or gardening. Or get a dog. My friend Jean swears her Chihuahua has better emotional intelligence than most people she knows. What helps you feel grounded when life gets heavy? Share your tips below. You might help someone more than you realize. Chapter 5, Finding Purpose Beyond Work. We're not meant to fade away after 60, we're meant to evolve. Work gave us structure, purpose, a reason to get up in the morning. When that's gone, it's easy to feel aimless. But retirement isn't an ending. It's a question, what now? My aunt spent her first year of retirement binge watching crime dramas and sleeping in. Then one day she said,
I think I'll volunteer at the animal shelter.
now she's there 3 days a week and has never looked more alive. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be yours. Maybe it's mentoring, blogging, playing piano again, babysitting a toddler, or helping at a food bank. What's something you've always wanted to do, even if it feels small or silly? Share it below. Let's dream out loud together. Chapter 6, Friendship in the Golden Years. Remember when friendship was simple? Knocking on a neighbor's door or chatting at school pickup? Now it can feel harder. Our schedules are freer, but connections sometimes feel thinner. My friend Walter said,
The hardest part about getting older isn't the aches, it's that your lunch table gets smaller.
that hit me hard. Friendships after 60 take intention. You can't wait for connection, you have to create it. Try this. Call someone first. Send a birthday card. Invite someone for coffee, even if it feels awkward. Say yes when you want to say maybe later. My neighbor Ruth joined a book club just for the snacks. Now she has 5 new best friends and she only reads half the books. Is there someone from your past you want to reconnect with? Mention their first name below sometimes, writing it down as the first step. Chapter 7, Your Body's Talking. Are you listening? Let's be honest. Some mornings you wake up and things ache. That didn't even exist when you were 30. Joints creak and sitting down makes a noise. But you're still here. Your body isn't broken, it's wise. It's asking for care in a new language. Try this. Move every day, not to punish yourself, but to celebrate what still works. Stretch like a cat in the morning. Walk the block, garden, or dance in the kitchen. My cousin Dave started yoga at 68 because his granddaughter said he needed to get bendy. Now he can touch his toes and brags about it at family barbecues. What's one small thing you can do today to show your body kindness? Share your favorite gentle movement below. You might inspire someone else. Chapter 8, Adventure Awaits Now. Ever said,
Someday I'll go to Paris, or one day I'll take that train ride across Canada?
well, this is your someday. There's a couple in their 70s, traveling the country in a camper van, documenting their adventures on YouTube. They call themselves the Rusty Rovers. Their motto?
We may go slow, but we always go.
Adventure doesn't have to be extreme. It can be a solo trip to the coast, a road trip to visit old friends, a pottery class, exploring a new park nearby, Senior discounts, travel insurance, guided tours, and slow itineraries. These are your superpowers now. And hey, it's totally okay to bring your own pillow and snacks. Where's one place you still want to visit? Let us know, maybe someone else is going to. Chapter 9, Fall in Love with the Present. Here's a secret no one tells you about life after 60. It's not about reliving the past, it's about falling in love with the present. Not someday or once but this moment, this breath, this cup of tea, this conversation. One favorite quote, don't count the days, make the days count. Remember Bill from chapter 1? Now he runs a weekly porch concert with his ukulele. He's not famous, but he shows up. 10 neighbors come every week. That's joy. That's legacy. If you've stayed with me this far, thank you. Thank you for sharing this time. I hope this video made you feel seen, heard, maybe even inspired. You're not invisible. You're not behind. You're blooming in a new season in your own time. If this video helped you feel less alone, made you smile, or reminded you of something true, leave a comment below. Like the video if it touched you. Subscribe so we can keep walking this path together, one gentle, beautiful step at a time. Because life after 60 isn't the end of your story. It's a whole new chapter, and you're the one holding the pen.